we haven't done serial killer in over a month. So it's high time we get back to being a true crime podcast. That being said, when people talk about the hotness to craziness factor, I'm here to tell you today's episode is all about that. Watch out for the hot ones, because they're fucking nuts.
It's evil! Don't touch it!
It's alive!
I was with you.
They're coming to get you. By the power of Christ. This is
Me?
Hello, Mr. Fancy Pants.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode, and I'm trying to come off the wrestling episode, so I might just be a little excited on this one. I don't know. I know it's not about wrestling, and if you're tired of hearing wrestling tough shit, I'm going to do it again later. I love it. But Zach, how are you doing? We got a story that I don't know anything about.
Really? That's...
Not yet. You haven't told me. Man.
You're right. That's true. That's odd. This is like a pretty high profile case.
Okay, well then I might know it once you start talking about it, but
Once
how are you doing?
Start talking about buttholes, yeah, you're going to know exactly what's going on.
Okay.
I need more
Todd, what is
TV
up?
for my bunghole.
But Todd, what is up, my man?
The Todd abides. The Todd abides.
Mr. Perfect over there. If he's not throwing a towel, he's spitting gum and slapping it, you know, because I'm going to keep bringing wrestling up into this because it will never go away.
Man. Let's see here. What do I got?
I love it.
Two things about you. You're a jerk and you're stupid.
There you go. You feel better now? Even I brought up wrestling.
I came to talk about buttholes and chew on buttholes.
Bubble
And
gum?
I need more buttholes.
And I need more DB for my mouth.
Yep.
I don't know what the fuck that was. That's like Scooby-Doo and Cornholio mixed together.
Was it
Anyway.
Cornholio?
DB, bunghole.
I need some Scooby snacks for my butthole.
And Lindy couldn't be here because apparently she texted and said she can't really move right now. And
I thought she said she needed more TP for her
No.
bunghole.
She didn't know. That's not what she said. She's going through some shit.
She's stuck on the shitter waiting for somebody to stick a fucking roll of toilet paper through the door.
Is that how it's going?
that.
All right. Well, I know she's going through some hard shit, so yeah, she can't be here right now. Otherwise, she would
We
be.
wish
but-
she was, though, because she
I
can
do,
correct
yeah.
me on every error I make today. I'm sure she
But
knows more about this than I do.
The boys are back. The boys are back. The boys are back, and there's going to be trouble.
Mm-hmm.
If you like the Dropkick Murphys, you'll get that.
Oh, yeah. All right. So, you know nothing about Travis Alexander or Jody Arias. You haven't heard this story. Never heard this
Yes, I
before?
have. Okay, yes, I have.
Okay.
As soon as you said the names, okay, yeah.
This is kind of what, after O.J. Simpson, everyone was completely sick of true crime shit, and then they were burnt out. And then,
Well, that was years, dude. Well, how long was that trial?
yeah, it was
Dude, that
forever.
was
Anyway.
fucking forever. Well, like 3 years or some shit.
I would say Jody Arias and then Casey Anthony. That's what like sparked people's interest in true crime.
Don't get into that. That's a Mother's Day special that I'm saving up.
All right, well, you get on it. So when we start today, I'm going to start with Travis, who would be the victim in all this. Travis Alexander was born on July 28th, 1977 in Riverside, California, a larger city in Southern California. He was one of 8 children born to I'll spit it out. Gary and Pamela Alexander. He had 2 older brothers, Gary Jr. and Greg, And then he was followed by his sisters, Tanisha, Samantha, Hillary, Allie, and then a younger brother named Stephen. Now, Travis's parents were meth addicts. They divorced when the kids were very young, and his father, Gary, was not around very much at all when he was little. So this left the kids to fend for themselves with their mom, who was a drug user, abuser, and she was also verbally and physically abusive to them. They lived in very, very horrible conditions. At one point, Travis recalled his mother once sleeping for 4 days straight, leaving all the kids to fend for themselves with nothing to eat but rotting food and canned goods to eat in the house. And
I can't imagine a crash off of meth, but I can imagine that 4 days would probably be
yeah,
because you was probably up for a week.
Yeah,
You were probably up for a week, just fucking starting projects and not finishing them.
Yeah.
One thing after another, and then
Travis is so young that he doesn't even know how to use a can opener, so he's staring at these cans of food, and he knows there's food in there, but he doesn't know how to fucking get it open.
Hammer
getting
and
it
a
open.
fucking flathead screwdriver.
it will get open.
Well,
Yeah, I would get it
I don't
open.
know how young he was, but like 8 years old.
He
Maybe
had
doesn't
to have
even
been at least 5 or 6.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but if his dad's not there, he may not know what the fuck a flathead screwdriver is.
Whoa. Survival instincts, man.
Dude, you get into it. Yeah.
Obviously, yeah. Obviously, he didn't have those at this point. He developed a fear of cockroaches because their home was infested with them when he was growing up, and he like
Don't blame him.
waking up and having like cockroaches all over him.
I love your shirt, by the way. I just now noticed. This is my boomstick.
This is my boomstick, bitches. Thought it was appropriate for the podcast.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Now, if these kids tried to wake their mom up, she'd beat them. I mean, she was mother of the year, obviously, right?
How do you, I mean, okay, when I was a kid, I got my ass beat, but that's how you did it. That's how you did it back in the day, right?
Yeah.
But I've never hit my kids. Like you just, I don't do that. Like you'll learn or you won't.
Yeah.
It's fucking, but back in the day, that was commonplace. That's what you did.
Yeah.
Or what they did where I grew up.
Yeah. You beat your kids. But
You'll
I
get-
mean, I think this is more like you're fucking worthless. You're why my wife sucks. And then you're up because you tell her you're hungry or whatever. She's going to slap you in the face.
No, I was more like, I'm glad I have you.
Yeah.
Then, yeah. See? Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
so when Travis was 8, he moved in with his paternal grandparents. That would be his dad's mom and dad, right?
Yeah.
To Riverside, California. His grandmother was a devout Mormon, and 2 years after moving in with his grandma, he decides he's going to join the church when he's 10 years old. Obviously, he's wanting to do the complete opposite thing that his parents had done.
Well, yeah, that's what you would do. That's why you don't try to.
Yeah.
That's why you don't try to make them angry, or they'll be just like me.
Repeat the cycle. Don't do it. Don't do it.
This guy's just gonna make. He's just gonna make hateful music and hateful comments the rest of his life.
Well, I mean, I would have started a goth band, but he didn't. So,
Yeah, fair enough.
anyway, when Travis graduates high school, he went to do his mission work in Colorado. And then in 1998, after returning home from his mission, he moved to Provo, Utah, and enrolled in college. However, he quickly realized that while he liked to learn, college was not for him. So he moved back to Riverside,
It's not for
California,
everybody.
rented an apartment with some friends. Yeah, and just
I liked
started
college.
grinding. I mean, he started working his butt off. And
I
trying
liked
to
college
find-
just fine, but I was in nothing but art classes. So when I was in them,
I didn't like it. I didn't like it the first 3 times, and I don't like it now.
yeah, you're still going through it. I only did 1 year because I got a free ride
Anyway.
on art. On an art scholarship?
He knew what he wanted, but he wasn't quite sure how to get it. So he went through several jobs over the next several years, working up to 4 jobs at a time, 80 hours a week, until one day in 2001, he met a gentleman named Chris Hughes at a church function. Chris was a senior executive at a prepaid legal insurance company. It was actually called Prepaid Legal Insurance. It's now called Legal Shield. And he encouraged Travis to attend an upcoming seminar. And I guess how this works, this is kind of like a Ponzi scheme kind of deal. It's you know what I'm talking about? Pyramid shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they sell these insurance plans through independent contractors who have to pay a $250 fee to sell the insurance. And, you know, this utilizes multi-level marketing. So it's like new recruits get under like older, you know, longer running salespersons, and then the new recruits, they earn a commission off each sale, and then they get a percentage of the contracts, and then the person that recruited them also gets a percentage. So
that's exactly what it sounds like. Ponzi scheme. Yeah.
So Travis paid his fee, started working under Chris, and then he did really well. I mean, he was ranked second in sales in a team of 5,000 in 2006.
You are the second biggest asshole that we have.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Number two. Anyway, after a few years, he realized that the market in California was pretty tapped out because there were so many people fucking selling these plans. The whole market is just oversaturated.
And the gas prices.
Yeah. So he decides in 2004 that he's going to move to Mesa, Arizona. And I didn't know this.
Did we live there at the same time he did?
2004.
Oh, it was 2004. No, so okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We was way before. Yeah, and we weren't in Mesa. We was in Tempe. So.
And we were close enough.
Yeah. Fuck, close enough. Illinois is close enough to this asshole.
It was perfect for him because I didn't know this, but it had a very large Mormon population. I didn't know that Mesa was founded by Mormons in the 1870s.
I didn't know that either. I thought, yeah. I know Todd did.
Mine was blown.
Apparently.
I was like, what? I had no idea.
If you guys would have left your apartment to go anywhere else other than the Mason Jar and strip clubs, and
we did go other places.
We were busy.
Burger King.
We
were busy.
Guitar Center. We went to the mall.
We went to Guitar Center when we needed strings.
And we also had to go to the grocery store so we could get those 40-ounce bottles of King Cobra.
What? OE. I don't like
OE.
King Cobra.
Okay.
You keep bringing that up, but I never liked OE. I never liked King Cobra.
Comes up because that's what we had to use.
That's what that's what fucking Grant used to fucking plunge the toilet.
The toilet, yeah.
Yeah, but no, I didn't like OE. Or I liked OE. I didn't like whatever that Cobra bullshit was.
King
But
Cobra.
we go to Champaign because Licks. We go to Licks because Licks is where you went to get the fucking killer T-shirts.
Yeah.
I don't remember what her name was.
I don't remember either.
God, she was good looking. She was like a goth woman.
Jill.
Was it?
I
don't remember. I was just like, I got my Army of Darkness shirt from there. I got a Hellraiser shirt from there. I was like, I'll meet the Feebles.
One of our friends got a wife from there, briefly.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did.
That went south. Yeah. Moving on.
In a hurry. So anyway, by 27, Travis is making enough money to purchase a BMW and put a down payment on a new 5-bedroom home.
Hang on.
Okay, let me know when you're ready. So Travis was pretty outgoing. He liked the ladies, and he dated many. But being of a strong Mormon faith, he wasn't supposed to do the deed until after he got married.
We had some stuff by the house the other day to talk to my wife, and she's like, "Are they out there?" And she was like, "Go talk to them." I'm like, "No problem."
Todd can talk to you all about those Mormons.
So I went out and talked to them. They were like, "Do you guys have a church family?" I was like, "No, not anymore." Why? Well, our pastor got fired, and they didn't tell us why, so we stopped going. Oh, okay, well, we're Mormons. Do you know anything about that? I'm like, yeah, I sure do.
Oh, too
I
bad.
was like, I got some friends in Utah. Oh, yeah, that's where we're based out of. I was like, I know. They were like, are they in the religion? I was like, no, they're not even close.
Not after marrying a Mormon.
They're not even close. I was like, one's a witch and one's an atheist.
But
they were pretty much done talking with me.
And like, oh well, we gotta go. Here's a pamphlet.
Yeah.
Can you read?
No, they didn't even give me.
They were like, not even.
No, they were like, oh, fuck this. No, yeah.
My favorite one to this day was I seen him coming down the street. I was like, all right. I went in the house, grabbed a beer, cracked it open, took my shirt and my fucking shorts off. I had on just a, pair of those fucking plaid fucking boxers with the open fly,
There you go.
I fucking turtle-headed it out, and I fucking walked up, fucking answered the door, took a drink out my beer, and was like, what can I do for you? And both of them were just like, eyes down, eyes up, eyes down,
I think the only way
eyes
you could have
up,
made that better is just
up.
put a shotgun over your shoulder. What can it do
No,
for
dude,
you?
it was great because they just kind of said, oh, we just, you having a good, yeah, okay, bye, and they fucking left.
Yeah.
And I was like, I just made those
That's
guys
even-
look at my fucking dick.
That's even better than mine. I thought one of the best things to do is say, I've got a good friend who's a witch. they were just like,
And she'll put a spell on you.
yeah. They were like,
Hell on you!
and they were like, so well, how come you stopped going to church? I was like, because I don't believe it go when somebody could tell me something that I don't already know. I've read it twice. You can't tell me anything I don't know. I'm not going.
Yeah. Travis, strong Mormon faith, not supposed to, have sex until after marriage. But at 27, he's not quite ready to give up the single life. He's
Who
not
tries
ready
on
to
a pair
settle
of sneakers without seeing if they feel good first?
down. No, that's where we're going. That's right where I'm at.
Okay.
So he lost his temple privileges. I'm not sure how that you're supposed to say that.
He
lost
it's
them
called
twice.
a temple recommend.
Okay. He loses them twice between 2004 and 2006 for his sexual indiscretions. But then he was reinstated each time after repenting for his mistakes. Now, by the time he would turn 30, he'd be ready to settle down, and he's starting to look for a wife to settle down and start a family.
Yeah, but was he
in
sorry?
2006, he's content being a bachelor. I mean, he obviously was if he repented to his pastor or whatever, after he did this, and that's why he got slapped on the wrist and be like, you can't come back until we say it's okay. 2006 September, he's at one of these prepaid legal conferences because he's a badass and he speaks at them now. He's trying to get people involved and get new recruits and stuff. So they have him get up and talk at these conferences. This one's in Las Vegas, and as usual, he's walking around the conference, and he just sees this gorgeous blonde with almond-shaped eyes, pouty lips, and he just walks straight up to her, puts his arm out, and says, "Hi, I'm Travis." And the woman just smiles, and just shakes his hand. She says, "I'm Jody." And that's how he met his butcher. So, hotness to craziness factor is a real thing.
Dude,
And that's
you've
what
got...
it's about. So,
I'm gonna tell you, dudes out there right now, if you're listening, there is a hotness to crazy factor that you have to factor in. I mean, you have to. If she's stupid hot but crazy as fuck, get rid of it. Just no. How about no? No, you're not. No. as I brought up from
I've never
the
been.
thing Zach just said just a little bit ago.
I've never been a
Because she was stupid hot.
This phrase before, but the phrase "hit it and quit it" really means hit it and quit it. Just
Yeah.
get in.
Because our
get
buddy's
out.
wife, she was
I
was stupid.
confirm, and I will not deny. That is the truth.
She was stupid hot, but also insane. So it's just like,
Yeah,
dude,
insane.
I was like, I don't know what you're getting into, but I'm okay with it. If you like it, fine, whatever. It's like, you gotta fucking factor that shit in.
Yeah. So Jodi Arias was born. She was 3 years younger than Travis. She was born July 9th, 1980, in Salinas, California.
That's where he fucked
And
up.
she
He
was
didn't
the-
marry an older woman.
He was those
That's what you do.
4 children to her parents, Bill and Sandra Arias. She grew up in a middle-class family, had a very normal childhood that she later would describe as difficult. I think she moved like 3 or 4 times before she ever got into high school. I'm trying to get through this.
I'm sorry.
Let me know when you're ready.
I'm okay.
I just
Your
had
tongue
an
keeps
epiphany.
cracking me up.
I was like, well, God damn it! The only real long-term relationship I've had was with an older woman. All the rest of them were younger.
Exactly. That's what you do. It's fucking, yeah, that's what you do.
I
don't
like
wanna
them
go through the
young,
same
hot,
shit I went-
crazy ones, man.
No, not me.
All right,
All right.
please continue.
Can I continue?
don't want
I get a boner watching the Golden Girls now.
Oh, Blanche.
Well, back
So-
in St. Olaf.
And I can't remember what the word is, but that's the exact moment the dog shit turns white.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Zach, that I keep bothering you. I'm sorry. Todd had me laughing, and
never
I
gonna
just
get
came
through
up
this.
with something that I thought was funny to say, so I did. Sorry.
We're still on page 1, gentlemen. We're on page
Okay.
1.
Bro,
I still gotta go help my brother work on my sister's house.
Yeah, this might be a 2-parter. We don't know. So, in interviews and during her trial, Jodi claimed that her parents were strict, abusive, particularly her mother, who she said disciplined her with a wooden spoon. Ooh, let me tell you something.
Beat you with
bitch.
a wooden spoon?
That's easy.
That ain't
That's
nothing.
easy street.
Yeah.
When they tell you to go pick a stick off, go get a stick so they can beat your ass with that, and then they say, "Oh no, that's not green enough."
No.
That's yeah.
No.
That's
Get one of those ones that's gonna
They get a
sting.
belt out, or they start
Yeah, or
throwing
a
knives
belt.
in the wall. Yeah, we'll talk about it. Anyway,
Or a fucking steel-toe boot.
yeah. So as a child, Jodi was described as talented and intelligent, with an interest in art and photography. And like I said, her parents moved at least 3 times before she turned 13. I think maybe her dad had some health issues for a while. And she claimed that this was the reason that she had a hard time keeping friends or making friends. But in 1993, her parents finally settled in the small town of, I tried to look this up, I couldn't find it. It's Yreka. Is that Reka? California?
Sure.
Urca.
Urca?
The Y
Urca?
silent.
Okay.
Urca, California. I don't fucking know. I don't.
Anyway, so
There isn't a fucking drop of desire in my ass to ever visit that fucking state. Don't
Okay.
give a fuck. I'm never going there.
Anyway, Jodi didn't like it there either. In Urca, Eureka, Rock, I don't know. Anyway, there was nothing to do. It's a small town. She's used to living in larger cities. And at 13, her parents discovered she's trying to grow pot on the roof of the house. And they called the cops on her.
Why?
Because I guess
What?
they're just strict parents. Let me mark that real quick. Marked. All right. So this event contributed to the rising tension between Jodi and her parents, as she thought that they, had betrayed her. And it also
Well, they
played
did.
into-
Well, they did. She's just only smoking weed.
Well, in their
Fuck.
eyes, maybe they're good Christian people, and I don't know.
Nah, fuck you. No.
Anyway,
Nah, I don't care for
use
that.
this as a narrative later, in her trial, saying, she had a troubled and difficult relationship with her parents. But her parents say that, no, it's not how that shit went off. We were not abusive. So after the pot incident, she hid everything from them and just lied constantly.
Like every kid in America.
Yeah. So by April 1998, her parents found out she'd been skipping classes, and her father grounded her for 3 months until her 18th birthday. And she
That's strict as fuck, dude. 3 months is strict as fuck, dude.
sounds like my parents. And she couldn't have it. She was like, fuck this, I'm not doing that. So she moved out at 17. She drops out of high school and starts working as a waitress and moves in with her boyfriend at his grandparents' house. And then later on, she went back and got her GED.
Okay.
Yeah. So over the course of her dating life, a very large pattern is evident. She tends to lose herself in the relationships, and whoever she's dating at the time, that's who she becomes. She becomes that, whatever their identity is, that's who she becomes. And
She didn't know who she was.
No, she never really goes long without a boyfriend either. Now, her first relationship is with the grandma's boy. His name was Robert Juarez. And,
God, that's disturbing to me that you don't know who you are.
well, I don't know. When you're 17, you don't really know who you are.
I did.
You think you do.
No,
but
I'm
you
still
don't.
the same guy.
I know. That's why we still hang out.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I'm no different. I'm
really not.
I work. I fucking provide. I'm an asshole. That's it.
But you're not a
It's always
fucking
been that way. I'm not a fucking asshole, but it's always been that way. That's it. This is it.
So, her first
Oh,
boyfriend,
stop looking at me like that.
Robert Juarez, is he's kind of an interesting cat.
Is he?
He's this goth. He's a goth guy who works at this gas station / arcade.
Oh
deep into
no,
the
that's
occult
trouble,
and
buddy. That's
vampires.
trouble. That's trouble.
That's a great
Goth
that's
girl
a great
that
place
works
to
at a-
start for your first boyfriend at 17.
Yeah. Goth girl that works at the gas station.
Different
Okay.
story. Once
Goth
again,
guy that
man,
works at the gas station. Run away.
goth girl that works at a gas station / arcade.
Yep.
He didn't quit it.
I'm a fan.
So anyway, she lives with him after she leaves home. Stays with him around a year until she caught him cheating, sort of. She finds out he's been talking to all these 900 number girls.
Well, that's not
emailing-
cheating, right? That's just
emailing-
jerking off on the phone.
Well, she's confrontational about it. She finds several emails.
No, I get you'd be upset about it because if I came home, my wife was talking to some dude on a phone with a 900 number, I'd be like, I'm right here.
Yeah. Anyway, after she confronts him, he swears he's never going to do it again, begs her to stay.
Of course he
And
did.
then over the next several months, he becomes kind of abusive, and she ends up moving in with her grandparents. And then
Okay.
later,
I'll just say it right now. I've been super angry at girls before that I've dated. You don't hit a bitch. You just don't fucking do it.
yeah,
I
he
did
grabbed
say
her by
bitch.
the-
I'm
he
sorry.
grabbed her by the throat and threatened to kill her.
But
her
you don't hit a
family or
woman.
something like that.
Just don't hit a woman. It's not fair. Just don't do it. God. Fucking idiots, man.
Yes, sir. So later on, she's going to reconnect with Robert.
Of
But-
course she did.
No. She's going to end up dating his roommate, Matt McCartney.
That's a better name.
So her boyfriend, don't even remember his name now, Robert. So he ends up moving to Oregon with this guy, Matt McCartney. And so she meets Matt, and they end up dating or whatever, hooking up, and they're a thing. But then after about a year, she's going to catch him cheating.
Jeez, what the fuck is this poor woman? She can't date a guy that won't fuck around on her.
Crazy woman, man. Crazy.
Yeah, I know.
So after that, she says, okay, I'm moving to Big Sur, California, and she gets a job there. While she's at this job in Big Sur, she starts a serious relationship with Darryl Brewer, a guy that's 20 years older than her. He was the restaurant manager where she worked, but they couldn't date while they were working. It was against company policy. So
I would think so.
As soon as he quit, they started dating.
Dudes dating older women, I love. Men dating younger girls, I'm kind of like, what? What are you going to talk about?
This guy had just recently been divorced. He had a teenage son around teenage age, and I get why he would want to date a younger woman. But he's like,
I don't. What the fuck would you ever want to date a younger woman for? I don't. That shit makes no sense. Well, I know why. I know why, but date them? Fuck them. Well, fuck them, sure, but date them? No. No, no, we don't have anything to talk about.
I am not gonna say anything else on this subject because I am not going to incriminate myself.
Moving along. So their relationship quickly becomes serious after he quits his job, and then they both move in together in Palm Desert.
Fucking gross. No.
Their age difference. She's 22. He's 42.
That is fucking disgusting.
Stable relationship.
No, it isn't. No, it isn't.
Here's the deal, Matt. This is the longest relationship she ever had with anybody, and it ended on amicable terms. Like they were friends after it was over. So
yeah, because the dude was like, "You're fucking crazy, bitch," and I'm out.
No,
probably.
No, she's the one that called it off.
Really? Okay, because I couldn't do that. I couldn't. 20 years younger than me. I'm like, God, what?
Anyway,
get off your phone. It's like
this dude was. Bless you.
Are you even watching this horror movie I'm watching?
Oing, oing, oing.
So Darryl, he just got divorced. He had no interest in marriage, no interest in having kids, and they dated for 3 years.
Goddamn genius, that fella.
And she got her to a point where she was in a good place financially in her life. And she had more than 10 grand saved up in the bank, good credit. And she even was able to get some breast implants, Matt.
Oh, she's killing it. She's killing it.
Yeah. So
get you some fake old fun bags.
Together they buy a house near Palm Springs, and then she starts taking all these real estate classes. But this is around the time of the market crash, and the housing fucking went all through the fucking roof, and like interest rates went sky high.
Yeah, they jumped up fast.
So,
yeah.
As soon as that happened, she became pretty restless, and the relationship kind of deteriorated a little bit. She became more focused on finding financial stability and advancing her career.
Yeah, but dude, the whole thing is, if you're an older dude and you're dating a young chick, then you just fucking ask for that shit, because that's gonna happen. So fucking eat it.
Hey, I've always tried to leave them better than I found them.
Yeah. Dude, if you
got a lot of one-liners in this one, that's for damn sure.
I get a lot of chicks. I get a lot of chicks going for older dudes. Fair enough, but dudes going for younger chicks? No. What the fuck are you doing? No. Get an older chick.
Agree to disagree, Matt. Agree to disagree.
Okay, it's fair enough. That's just my game. I dated younger chicks, and it was just like, No. I'm not doing that.
Right on. So the relationship ended amicably, like I said, and then Darryl basically he remained really supportive of her even after the breakup. Right before the breakup in 2006, Jody was introduced to the PPL, the Prepaid Legal Services, the selling of these plans.
Mm-hmm.
And she did this to, as a way to supplement her income and improve her financial situations. And through her involvement in this, that's how she's introduced to a new social circle. And then in the fall of 2006, she gets a call from her person that she, signed up under, Michelle Hagan. And she says, hey, there's this, prepaid legal convention in Las Vegas. And she's kind of reluctant about going, but after convincing, her sponsor or whatever convinced her to go, she's like, okay, let's go. That's how she was there, and that's how they met, and this is how
Vegas, baby.
Yep, Vegas. And unfortunately, what happened in Vegas did not stay in Vegas. That's also another downfall.
Yeah, sometimes it follows you back to Mesa.
So upon that first, well, California. Anyway, so after their initial chat, Travis and Jody,
God, I wanted to yell Uber Ellis so bad.
He explained his position with the company, and as they made their way back to the lobby of the hotel, he was just like completely fucking enthralled with Jody. The next day, he called her, invited her to this legal black and gold ball, which is this special event reserved for like high-level executives.
Have you guys ever, okay, I'm sorry to cut you off again. Have you ever been so involved with a girl that you thought, I don't even care if this ruins my life? Have you ever thought a girl was...
I can neither confirm nor deny.
Okay, I'm sorry, Todd. Damn it.
Once. Just once.
There was one that I looked
Okay.
straight in the eyes and I said, you are either going to be my ruin or the greatest thing I've ever had.
And yeah, that's okay. I've never done that. I've never done that. I'd have been like, okay, I like you or I don't. But I never was like, I'm going to bet the rest of my life on you. It's like, nope.
I can remember going home after the second date with this one and just standing in my kitchen going, fuck, dude, and just flipping a coin. Oh,
And
okay.
knowing that it's...
Here we go.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
All right, so Travis invites her to this ball, and at first she's really reluctant. She just doesn't... it's a black tie event. She doesn't have anything packed appropriate for it. So
Right.
Travis finds her dress.
Oh, yeah.
Because he's that guy. And so they go, and once she sees all the bling, she's immediately drawn into this, and she's like, holy shit, he's a high roller. And they spend the rest of the conference chatting off and on, and Travis is telling her all about the Mormon faith, marriage, kids, yada, yada, yada. And she's still dating her last boyfriend I mentioned at the time, and she's like, well, I'm dating somebody. He's like, that's fine. And they're just talking.
Yeah, dudes do it all the time.
Yeah. But then he starts calling her the next day. By that next Friday, that's 5 days after this convention ended, she met Travis at the house of Chris and Sky Hughes, which are friends of Travis, who lived in Murrieta in Southern California. It's like an hour and a half drive from where she's at in Palm Desert. And now there's a definite physical attraction between them. And very early in the relationship, they become sexually involved. Now, Jody says
What happens?
during the first meeting that Travis snuck into her room and the two quickly engaged in oral. And then over the next 6 months, they would visit the Hughes.
It was like the first visit was a 69? Fucking get
I don't know
after
if it was
it.
I don't know if it's the same time. It's more like reciprocative. You know, it's just like you do me and then I'll do you. Anyway.
Oh, fair enough. Okay.
They continue to visit the Hughes house every couple of weeks, and although they live in different states, over the next few weeks they get to know each other through really long late night phone conversations, and then they constantly stayed in contact with email, text messages,
That's
posting
the
on their
worst.
MySpace accounts.
MySpace.
Yeah,
we were old school in this motherfucker, ain't we?
Yeah, they would publicly post flirty comments to each other on MySpace. So she starts studying the Book of Mormon, and her belief system and her whole demeanor just morph into Travis's. Like I said,
Did she become more cutesy, more demure?
I don't know.
More psychotic.
So they continue meeting for weekend rendezvous, and in the beginning, they never progressed to actual vaginal intercourse. You know, they just stuck to oral sex and outer course, physical stimulation
Outer course.
without the penetration.
Poopo loophole.
Exactly. Just the butt stuff.
Yeah. Just dumpster shit. That's all we can do.
According to
Fucking
Jody,
get the fuck out of here. You're sucking a dick. Just fucking take it.
according to Jody, Travis led her to believe that oral and anal sex were less sinful than actual intercourse.
Is it? Oh, well, was it the basting that they talk about?
I don't know. I think he just wanted to get his noodle wet. Anyway.
Well, yeah, but
by
I think basting was a thing that they came up with. It was like if you just put it in, but
Just
you don't
the
move
tip,
it.
baby, just the tip.
No, you put it all the way in, but if you don't move in and out, then you're not having sex. So they would get one of their buddies to jump up and down on the bed.
Isn't that a Catholic thing?
No, this is Mormon.
Okay, I don't know. I'm.
Get the fuck out of here, dude. Just fuck or don't.
Oh, don't worry, they did later.
Well, I know they did. I bet it was great too, because she's a fucking maniac.
By
On
November,
the floor.
Jody has asked Travis to be the person to baptize her, and Travis is happy to do so. So on November 26th, 2006, Travis baptizes her into the Mormon faith. Throughout the end of 2006, they saw each other frequently. In addition to the trips to the Hughes house, he would visit her like once a month in California. And then she would come to Mesa.
I bet she did.
I said come to.
I know. I
come
heard
in.
you.
In Mesa every few weeks to see him. Now, she was becoming completely obsessed with him, but he had no intentions of strictly dating her. And he liked things the way they were. Obviously, she's in California, I'm in Arizona, and I've got tail whenever I want it. It's one of those
He's
things.
a fucking dude.
Yeah, he's a
Fair
dude.
enough.
And she would intentionally bait other guys into taking her out on dates and then tell Travis that these guys wouldn't leave her alone, just to rile him up. Now, it didn't take long for Travis's friends to see that this chick was fucking bad news, and they would continually tell him that she was fucking crazy in the nicest way you possibly can, being of the Mormon faith.
I dated a couple nutty bitches back in the past. Zach knows one of them for sure, but it's like, no, I'm not doing this anymore. No, I'm out.
No comment.
No. I know you don't have a comment.
I'm crazy.
You know
I'm not
exactly
stupid.
who I'm talking about.
I'm crazy. I'm not stupid. Anyway,
Exactly.
by February that next year, Jody's showing up unannounced to his house, and unbeknownst to Travis, she's checking his text, his emails, spying to see if he's dating other women.
My wife can look through my phone anytime she wants to. She knows
Same.
the password anytime. Look through it. I don't give a fuck. You ain't gonna find shit on there because I don't do that.
I don't talk to other people, let alone other women.
Very, very seldom do I even talk to anybody.
Yeah.
I was like, you'll see a text from Zach or Beck or JD, maybe Todd.
Might be a dirty meme on there, but that's about all you're going to find.
Yep, that's all you're gonna find. Yeah. I got nothing to hide. I don't give a fuck.
That's deliberately why I don't I think twice before I send either of you anything.
Oh, no, she won't care. No, if she knows it's coming
yeah,
from
For
you.
me, I
But,
better
bro-
hope my kids don't pick up my phone. So,
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I don't.
Yeah, my
I
wife-
don't need anybody in this world to
why
think.
did Uncle Todd send you this picture of a Sasquatch masturbating? We don't need that. Not in this house.
No, I'm okay with it. I don't care. If my wife's seen it, she'd be like, God, your friends are stupid. And I'm like, yeah, I know. I love them. It's great.
I am who I am.
Yep.
I is
And
what
I ain't
I is.
changing either. And you already know it. Because you call me stupid all the time. And I'm fine with it.
All right. So by March 2007, the Hughes family, the couple that Travis stayed with when he met Jody in California, they kind of figured out, they were like, okay, this Jody chick, she's not weird. She could possibly be dangerous. Her fixation with Travis was kind of scary. She would follow him around like a puppy, like
Yeah,
in the
I don't like-
bathroom.
Yeah, I don't like that.
And
I don't like that.
so like let's say Travis is playing with her kids in their house, and she's sitting there like, and she'll look at Travis and then pick up her little Mormon book and like look at it like she's, you know, knee deep in it.
How many times has Lindy said it? How many times has Lindy said it?
A lot.
In these episodes, I'm just throwing that in there because I know she's listening to it saying the same fucking thing.
Yeah. So during what would be Jody's last visit to their home, Jody and Sky, which is the wife, they take a walk around the property, and Jody tells her, you know, it's like, you know, I logged into Travis's MySpace account, and I think he's talking to other women. And she said she'd emailed those messages
What?
to herself.
Are you wanting to be angry?
Yeah.
That's what that sounds like. That sounds like you're wanting to be angry. Like my wife has a fucking
Well, she obviously
Facebook
has trust
account.
issues because she's been cheated on previously.
Well,
You know,
dudes are horrible. What chick hasn't been cheated on? What dude hasn't been cheated on? Everybody's been cheated on. We've all been cheated on. Fucking, you can't stop the shit. So why are you looking for it?
Yeah.
Fucking stop looking for it. Jesus, fucking, you gotta grow somewhere.
yeah.
It's like, God damn it.
I like to grow somewhere.
It's
Yeah,
like people,
yeah. All right.
people are assholes. They'll always be assholes. But
And now a word from our sponsor, Blue Chew. Anyway. So-
I don't have any sympathy for somebody that's just sitting around looking for it. If that's all you're doing, then
Yeah,
then they
you-
should be
you're kinda
cheating on you because you're probably an
projecting
asshole.
it in your life, yeah. I'm
Okay,
gonna try to wrap it up.
I'm
We're not gonna
sorry.
get this
I'm
in
sorry.
one episode. Yeah, we're on page 2. Anyway, so
Okay, I'm sorry.
Later that night-
I just keep blowing up. I'm well.
You're good, you're good, you're good. You're having-
when
you're
it
having a
hits
moment.
my
You're having a
fucking
moment.
point, then I blow. Just
You're good. You're good. Yeah.
Yeah, that's how most of us work, Matt.
That's how Blue
Yeah,
Chew
that's
works.
how it goes.
That's how Blue Chew works. Yeah. So later that night, Sky tells Travis privately that Jody's fucking nuts, and she's like, I don't think you should see this woman anymore. And
yeah.
This is a
Listen
quote.
to your sister.
They were she's like, I'm afraid we're gonna find you cut up into tiny pieces in the refrigerator. Now,
If
this
it's
is in
that
private-
fucking bad,
yes, this is a private conversation, so they think. It turns out, Jody,
no, if somebody
after saying she went to bed, has been listening to this conversation from the other side of the door, and then after they hear an opener, she's like, "Oh, are you coming to bed soon?" And Travis is like, "Yeah." Well, is this a private conversation? He's like, "Yeah." So after she leaves, they continue talking, and then they hear her come back again and continue listening. And this freaks both of the Hughes out, and they're like, "Okay, should we worry about our kids right now?" So
Yep.
the next morning,
no.
Travis, and they tell him, like, "Look, she's absolutely not welcome in our home anymore." So
Yeah.
Travis and Jody started taking trips all over the U.S. and the world together, and they're
Nope.
often having these intimate relations together.
They're
Which is
fucking.
against both of their faith. No. I don't think we're into.
They're having outer course.
They're having outer course and lots of mouth hugs, Matt. Lots of mouth hugs.
Yeah, I'm out.
So
I think that I would never be in this situation because I'd been like,
well,
what
it's
the
like,
fuck
it's for Travis,
ever?
It's like it's a side thing for him, you know. It's like, okay, so she's in California, I'm in Arizona, and when I'm in Arizona, I can still,
titty fuck her.
No. It's I can still maintain my, you know, normal Mormon thing, and I can, you know, hang out with my friends. But then if I want to let loose, I'm gonna go hang out with her, and it's like a side piece, you know, for him.
Well, yeah, no, I
But
get
for
side.
her, it's
I
like
get
her
side
whole
piece.
world. Yeah,
I don't do it, but I get it.
yeah.
I know a bunch
Like-
of people that do.
She noticed that, like, when they were, you know, together, she was his number one focus. But like when they went to these prepaid legal conferences or they were around his friends, there was a huge change in the interaction. And in front of his friends, he was really distant with her. He ignored her sometimes. He wouldn't even hold her hand.
Because she was a slut. He was probably embarrassed by her. Well, then what are you doing with her?
He's nailing her as much as he can. That's what he's doing. Anyway, so over the course of
None of this makes any sense to me.
You just like figured out. She's like, oh, okay. So am I like your dirty little secret?
Yes.
You know, he's very much into compartmentalizing his relationship with her and keeping it like as a separate aspect of his life.
Gross.
Yeah. Now, while everybody he associated with at Prepaid Legal knew all about her, most of his Mormon friends in Mesa knew nothing about her.
You're probably on purpose.
Like, okay, something's wrong here. Like when he would introduce her to a new friend or somebody he just met in Mesa, she noticed no one seemed to know that he even had a girlfriend. And she was like,
Yeah.
So he was keeping her away from his friend group for a reason. And because of that, she was jealous of anyone in his life. And any time he mentioned the name of another woman, she came quiet. She would get like really dark.
Run away.
If he asked about him, he would
Run away.
He would say like, "Look, we're just friends," and
Yep. Run away.
he just denied seeing anyone else.
The instant that fucking happens, run away. If you've got a girlfriend who is jealous by any other fucking girl that talks to you, fucking run away. It will never end good.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
by
you
the
got a
spring-
GTFO.
Yeah,
get the fuck out.
So by the spring of 2007, Jody's financial situation had worsened. Like I said, the housing market fucking crashed. Her interest rates were through the roof. Her savings had been depleted. She owed thousands on her credit cards. So in May that year, she
Fucking
moved
idiot
out
with
of her
credit
house
cards.
just months prior to it foreclosing. And to try to get back on her feet, she resumed working as a waitress at the Ventana Inn and Spa in Big Spur because she could work there and live there at the resort for the season. So she was able to save some money up, and when she wasn't working, she spent as much time as she could in Mesa, where she would attend these prepaid legal conferences and all these Mormon gatherings with Travis's friends. Now, she was always polite and pleasant, but possessive at the same time.
I hate that.
Like I said, she was like a little puppy. She would follow him from room to room. And
God, that's awful.
like, at social events, if he were to speak with someone else, she kept like one eye on him at all times.
If that was a dude, he would already been in prison.
Yeah.
It was like,
So,
you don't
like-
do that to people. What are you? No.
Go ahead.
You got to trust somebody, otherwise your whole life's going to be like that.
Mm-hmm.
And what's the point? What's the point if you can't love somebody if you constantly don't trust them?
It makes it very difficult to have a real relationship for sure.
It certainly does, man.
So on June 29th, 2007, Jody and Travis officially ended their relationship. And while she was crushed, he was relieved.
Good for him.
But the day after,
It doesn't work out well.
She got a call from Travis, and on the phone she claimed he begged for another chance, which I call bullshit on. I think
that's probably not true.
I think I want to get laid again. I think so. This
I bet that pussy was amazing. I bet it was. She's so fucking crazy that I bet it was amazing. I just bet, dude.
So this conversation turned intimate, then quickly turned sexual, and then, according to her, by the end the tension had vanished, and she found herself once again hopelessly in love with him.
Well, the dude came a cup.
Yeah. So
and then.
While they weren't a couple anymore, they resumed their regular routine. He would call late at night, sometimes as late as 4 a.m., and they would talk for hours.
Crazy bitches fuck so good.
It's not worth it, Matt.
It's not worth it, but it's so good.
Mm-hmm. And
Todd knows exactly what I'm talking about. He's staying still as fuck, but he knows exactly what I'm saying.
He's just sitting there smiling like a good boy. Yeah. So she began to leave her phone at her bedside so she wouldn't miss a call or a text from Travis. And she was kind of hopeful that, hey, maybe we're going to get back together. But then he started dating another girl in July that year.
Good for him.
Yeah. And while he began building this relationship with this new girl,
who was probably a decent person.
Yeah. They kept
didn't fuck as good, but
they kept texting and talking, and they were unwilling to get away from each other.
So, I mean, you're asking for it, man. You're fucking asking for it. You just keep.
It gets more. It gets worse, Matt. It gets a lot worse.
I know it gets worse. I know
this is definitely going to be a two-parter.
Okay.
So, 2 weeks after they break up, Jody decides she's going to leave California and she's going to move to Mesa. And Travis is not fucking happy about that. So she moves to Mesa in late July into a house that's only 4 miles away from fucking Travis. And this obviously freaks him out.
Yeah, a little. Yeah.
But with Travis being who he is, he's a really helpful guy. He's, nice. So he's like, okay, I'm going to help you out. So he helps her out financially. He pays her $200 a month to clean his house twice a week.
Should have cut ties.
Let me fucking finish, Matt. Jesus Christ.
I'm sorry. I'm just saying you should have cut fucking ties.
They get along fine with her living in Mesa, but because she did not have a lot of friends, he focused a lot more attention on her becoming acclimated.
He's trying to help her out.
Yeah, he's trying to. And while he's dating this other chick, late at night, she would sneak into his house through the unlocked front door because he always had his house is unlocked. It's Mesa, right?
Who the fuck does that?
She would creep upstairs quietly, careful not to disturb his roommates, and they would go at it 3 to 4 nights a week. And then they would sex
So
each
he
other,
left it unlocked on purpose.
He with this whole fucking friends with benefits arrangement.
Yeah, he left that shit unlocked on purpose because I don't leave my house unlocked. And if you sneak into my bedroom, you got a fucking 40 caliber getting ready to fucking be blasted into your face.
I don't care how naked you are.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck. Nope, you're dead.
So, Jody,
he did that on purpose. He did that on purpose. I think he was lying. I think that was planned. I think that was planned.
His hormones are raging. Yeah, he's got to spread.
Well, yeah, he's got and it's crazy sex, so it's got to be amazing.
This is where the sex gets crazy. Is at this point. So,
no, I bet it was crazy before.
With his friends with benefits.
Todd knows exactly what I'm saying.
She's still completely in love with him, and she maintains this sexual relationship just to remain close to him. And
well, he maintains that relationship because it's fucking awesome. I'm coming so hard, dude.
All right. You know what? Let's just end it right there. That's a good spot to end it.
Okay.
Well, guys, we're an hour in. We should wrap this up. Thank you guys for hanging out. We will conclude this episode next week, and that's when all the crazy murder shit happens. So
get your ass on Spotify. Get on Spotify and just 5 stars. Just hit the 5th star. Just like those Light up. As if Dimebag was talking to you. Light up. 5th star. And it'll help us out. And once again, Lindy couldn't be here. Okay.
I do have one thing to say.
Go ahead.
Kevin, they weren't doubled. Doesn't count.
I did see the picture. I did see the picture's accent. Thank you, Kevin, very much. That was funny. That was very funny. And I threw you in the episode, and I shouldn't have, because I didn't ask you if it was okay to use your name, but apparently you didn't give a fuck. So I did. It's like, I won't do that in the future. Once again, thank you guys for listening. 101 episodes now, right? 101 on this
This is
motherfucker.
102.
102.
Matt, you're rambling on. Let's wrap this up.
Sorry. Well, you fucking get on my ass if I'm starting.
That's what she said.
We'll see you next Tuesday.
Yeah, guys. Thanks for hanging out. See you next Tuesday. Later.
Fuck you guys. I don't know what
Now
else you
or
want from
later.
me. What? I don't care. Dude.
Okay, I love you. Bye-bye.
Late.
It's evil! Don't touch it!
I was with you.
Coming to get you. This is
This
Hello, Mr. Fancy Pants.
What's my line, Zach? What's my line?